So there's a couple that go to the state fair every year, and they start out going when they're quite young, and uh, every year the wife looks over and she sees there's a helicopter ride, and she says, "You know, honey," she goes, "I'd love to go up in that helicopter." And the husband says, "Well, honey, $50 is $50, and I don't think we can afford it." So they come back the next year, and same thing. She says, "You know, I'd love to go up in that helicopter," and he says, $50 is $50. So they don't go again, and this goes on for a number of years, and finally they're starting to get older. They hitting their late 40s, early 50s, and the wife says, "You know, honey," she goes, "we're getting older," and she goes, I'd really like to experience that helicopter ride." And he says, "Well, you know, honey, $50 is $50." And the helicopter pilot happens to be standing near the helicopter, and he hears the couple talking, and he says, "Listen," he says, if you two want to go up in the helicopter," he says, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal." He says, "I'll take you up," and he says, if you two can keep from saying a single word, making any sounds the entire time," he said, I will let you have the ride for free. Otherwise, it costs $50. So they said, "Okay, we'll do that." So they get up in the helicopter, and the pilot, he's kind of amused. He's going to give them the ride for free anyway, but he thinks, "Oh, let's see if I can't make them make some noise." So he starts doing some stunts, and he's doing some loop-de-loops, and he's doing some deep dives and turns and doing all kinds of crazy stuff that helicopter pilots only do when they're really being risky. And finally gets back down on the ground and reaches over, grabs the woman's hand and helps her out. And he says, what did you think?" And she looks at him, and she goes, "It was great. I loved it." And he says, "Yeah." He says, "I was impressed. You didn't make a sound." And she says, "Well," she says, "I almost did when my husband fell out." She said, "But $50 is $50."